Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Roadrunners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas's offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Luck. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Luck. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to sneak it. The Longhorns are on the move. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He makes the connection. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
the start from this offense. What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Roadrunners offense will have its first possession of the game. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This crowd, full float, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Scanning the field, it's small. Swings it out to the flat. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Off the play fake. Got his man quickly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get rhythms. And to get in the rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines.
Into the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, going up top. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the single back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominate at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quick release on the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Using the quick game. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Roadrunners will hustle to the line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, UTSA! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Still on his feet at the 45. Running toward the tape. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much...
Nothing but green ahead. The 40. The 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. The Longhorns get it past the sticks.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Feeling some heat. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover two, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel in the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UT San Antonio!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, wants to throw it. Coming after him. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're bringing heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. We've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Texas offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. The receiver looks it in, it's complete. That'll... down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, what a move! Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback.
Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end.
Good job of reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Gonna run it. It's Luck. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he hauls it in at the 25. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Luck. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Into traffic, it's picked off. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, UTSA. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give.
Time to take a shot. And oh, what a grab on the layout on the right side. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Using his legs, it's Luck. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the ball squirted out. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls in the field.
Okay, ready?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Small. He's got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the tailback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and goal from way back there. To the air, it's Small. Fires to the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He's looking to throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. It's complete to the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. I expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Run it with the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it, the only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big lunch.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.